Have you watched the recent interview squabble between CNN's Pinky Webb and presidential spokesperson Harry Roque? Let's have a react to that. But before that, let's watch the video, the first part of the interview that led to that petty argument.
There is one more reaction, sir, that I wanted to bring in. UP journalism professor Danilo Ara was saying, he put out this challenge on his Twitter account. UP faculty and alumni who are Duterte's top-level officials should denounce Lorenzana's letter terminating the 1989 Accord. This disregards everything UP stands for. Should they remain silent? A six-word question. Where is your honor and excellence? So let me ask you, sir, are you denouncing this letter by Secretary Lorenzana as a UP student and as a former UP professor? Are you denouncing it?
I'm asking the DND Secretary and the President of UP to sit down, and I've offered my good offices to facilitate this meeting.
But the word is denouncer. Denounce mo po ba ito? We're not speaking as a presidential
I'm also a
spokesperson.
presidential spokesperson. Well, there's really no such thing when you are a presidential spokesperson. All I'm saying is, let's talk about this. I support the steps of the UP president, and let's see why a 30-year-old accord should not be continued when it has worked apparently perfectly well in the past 30 years.
So that doesn't make you silent on the issue because you're actually taking a stand.
And I'm not duty bound to follow anything that Professor Arau says.
As you can hear, si Spox medyo pissed off na. Medyo pissed off na siya when Pinky Webb pushed it a little bit and emphasized the word denounce. Actually, I don't see any problem with the line of questioning with Miss Pinky Webb kasi the challenge is about denouncing it. Kung balikan natin yung tweet, sabi dito, UP faculty and alumni who are Duterte's top-level officials should denounce Lorenzana's letter. Should they remain silent? A six-word question, where is your honor and excellence? So, as an interviewer kasi, Pinky was focused on the word denounce kasi yun yung challenge kasi. So, hindi pushy kung tanungin ni Pinky what is the stand of the spokesperson because he himself is a faculty of UP and an alumni. So, actually okay lang yun, di ba? Pero let's, after that, they take a commercial break tapos and let's watch what happened when they return. So, ito na yung part na bumalik na sila from commercial break. So, may follow-up questions si Pinky. So, let's watch this.
I still need to do a follow-up on this because now the Duterte Youth Party List is seeking or asking that kung ano po yung ginawa sa UP, ayun din yung gawin sa PUP. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that, sir.
So, akala ng marami na okay na kasi ibang tanong na nga yan, pero hindi.
Well, it's a free country. If that is the thought of the Duterte youth, so be it. And that's something that the presidential spokesperson does not have to be involved with. No? But Pinky,
Okay. So, eto na yung cheesy na part.
I have to highlight the fact that I think the question at Araw was unfair. In the first place, why am I duty bound to follow anything that Professor Araw says? You made it appear as if it's compulsory for me to follow it. I spent more time in UP than him.
Okay.
And I think, as I said, I'm even a more senior academic than him. So it was not a fair question. I'm not duty bound to follow anything that Danny Araw says.
Right.
I should not
Don't,
take that's not.
Smokes, don't get me wrong. I wasn't saying you're
Yes,
you
no, you were wrong. You were implying as if I had to follow what Danny Araw says. But what is the basis for that?
It was a
There's no
tweet,
basis for
sir.
that.
It was a tweet, Spokes, and then it just
Yes,
said
but you
that.
said I had to follow him, and in fact did not do as he did.
So, clearly, he's pissed off.
Then I have no honor or excellence. Is that a fair question?
No, I didn't say that, Secretary Roque. I
That's what
did.
he said, though. That's what he said, and that's why I'm calling you out for that.
Secretary Roque, okay, just to be very clear about this, it was a tweet that I read, and I asked for your reaction if you would denounce it. And then
Yes,
after that,
Okay, so I love how Pinky positioned herself, no? So she made it very clear na it was just a tweet. and there's nothing malice put on it. It was just, taken in a bad taste.
It's implying that I should follow what Danny Arrow says. And where is the basis? Tell your viewers now. Where is the basis?
It's very Trumpish. Trumpish because nakikita ko lang to sa mga interviews ni Trump na pinapagalitan niya yung mga nag-interview sa kanya. I couldn't believe na it gotten into our system. I mean, where's the professionalism, di ba? He's a spokesperson and he could have positioned himself better in this argument.
He says that I should follow what Danny Arrow says. It's not just you asking for a reaction. You were pursuing. Will you denounce? See? So it's not just a reaction. You wanted me to answer Danny Arrow. Why should I? And is that fair on your
Okay.
end?
Then if you say that, why should you answer it? And if you answered it that way, sir, then I would have to take it as is. It was just a
Yes,
challenge.
that you're pushing the point.
He's not giving up. He's really sticking into it. What's really important in this type of the discussion is to let your opponent vent out. Di ba? Kung wala ka namang ginawang masama and yung hindi naman yung ibig mo talagang sabihin, na misunderstood ka lang. So hayaan mo silang magsalita ng magsalita and let them clean their mess.
Well, because,
Going beyond asking for my reaction.
sir, okay, it's a
Because will
challenge.
you denounce it? You said it on record. The TV recorded it.
Yes, that's
I
right.
have to be fair, no?
I am
I love the hair flip. How Pinky Webb shrug it off.
trying to be fair, Secretary Roque. I was
No,
not.
you are not. You are not. It's as if I don't agree with Araw, that I have no sense of excellence or honor.
Absolutely not. I never meant that. Please don't think that, Secretary Roque. I would have
Nothing
never.
actually
I
on
would have
record.
never
Not even
meant that.
to take offense that I have to follow anyone else's.
Okay, so he's changing position and he's literally changing the angle of his camera. It's really gotten into his nerves.
Advice, no? It's not right.
So just to add,
He's smiling, but obviously he's very disgusted.
on this topic, how would you like to end this, sir? This issue
I said
on
it. I have never experienced being in UP with soldiers or military,
Mhm.
and I'd like to facilitate the discussion between the UP president and the Secretary of National Defense and all of my group offices for them to have this conversation.
all right.
And of course, I think it has to be discussed why a 30-year accord, which has been in place, should be revoked at this point.
Fair enough, sir. Can we move to another topic now?
Okay, so what's very noticeable in this one is how Pinky exits the discussion. It's very graceful. You couldn't even see the pressure on her face. Very professional. I don't have problem with Pinky actually. She's one of the few journalists left that we have na talagang they exercise, they try to be fair in all their interviews. So iilan lang sila sa mainstream media. So I watched many of her interviews. She's respectful, she's discerning. So, alam mo what? I think si Spokes yung may problema. Si Spokes yung masama ang gising dito. Si Spokes Harry, he could have known better, di ba? Kasi he's a public official and demeanor is really important kasi ang sama-sama na ng tingin ng tao sa gobyerno, di ba? So, nasaan na yung pagiging ethical natin, yung pagiging professional natin. He's a spokesperson, so he could have positioned himself better in any argument. So, you can discuss or argue on something without being arrogant. Sorry for the term.